Hey everyone, I just want to preface this whole thing by emphasizing that I can identify if you've been hurt by the church before. I went for 20 years to this church that I felt hurt by them. And I went through a couple years of forgiveness, and it feels so great to be finally free of that. But I thought I'd get that out there and just tell you that I can empathize with you. Here are 5 reasons why Christians should not abandon the church. Reason number 1, you aren't perfect and Jesus didn't forsake you either. I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I left the church because there's a bunch of hypocrites there and they're not perfect and they're whatever. They say one thing and they do another. Yes, that's true, but so did you. And you were not perfect, you're flawed, but Jesus didn't reject you. So I would encourage you, just based off that one reason, to not reject the church just because they're not perfect, because Jesus didn't do that for you. Reason number 2. The church is Jesus' bride, and how would you feel if someone talked about your bride the way you talk about his? Enough said. Reason number 3. You still need what the church has. Yeah, the church is flawed. Yeah, the church isn't all that it could be. However, the same goes for you and me. We still need one another despite our problems. I've seen a few people make the decision to leave the church, but I've never seen the decision to leave the church based off of love or forgiveness or whatever. It's always based on bitterness, independence, isolation, purposelessness, rejection. Reason number 4. The world is not any better. Yeah, you're leaving the church because it's flawed, and yeah, there are things that the world does better than the church, but they do it without God. When you take God out of the equation, it's missing the beginning of wisdom, it's missing your father, it's missing your provider, and it's missing your protector, and it's missing your greatest friend. Reason number 5. Reason number 5. God has plans for you to bless the church with your gifts, and God can't use your gifts if you remove yourself from the church and if you refuse to play your part in what God actually wants to use you to do. So the church is very important. We are the body of Christ, and we are different members of the same body. I might be a hand, I might be a shoulder. I broke my collarbone 2 months ago. I might be a collarbone, but they're all important. I realized when I broke my collarbone how important the dang collarbone is for everything you do in your life. Everything hurt so much because I didn't have a collarbone. So while you may be thinking like, oh, I'm not significant enough, or I can take my gifts elsewhere, this collarbone is no good outside of my body. When you take it out, it doesn't do what it's supposed to do to its fullness. And so if you remove yourself from the church, then you're not positioned to actually make a difference in the body of Christ. Bonus reason number 6, I'm just going to leave this there for you and like kind of drop the mic and walk away kind of thing. If Christ is the head and we're the body, then how are you supposed to reject the body without rejecting the head? Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Subscribe, like, watch it, all that fun stuff.